Hello friends, today I'm working on a 2014 BMW X3 with the 2-liter turbo engine. This one came in for some oil leak repairs, and the oil leak we verified is coming from the oil filter housing, which you could see we have it apart here. We are going to do the two seals, the one that goes between the oil cooler and the oil filter housing. You see how flat that one is, and then the second one that goes between the oil filter housing and the cylinder head. Okay, there are a total of 6 nuts. They're 11 millimeter nuts that hold the top of the intake manifold. They will need to be removed. In my case, I did not remove the intake manifold completely. As you could see there, it's still in place, but I did remove those nuts to remove or to push back that manifold just enough to clear the one bolt that holds the oil filter housing back here, okay, because that does fall right behind the intake manifold here. It's a bit tricky to get to even with the manifold pulled back, okay? But you will need to loosen up that manifold to get some movement so you can get access to that bolt, okay? Some guys might be taking off this manifold completely. In our case, we didn't have to, so we didn't. We also removed the engine control module, which is held down on top of the intake by 4 T30 screws, okay? That's simple enough just to have some movement so you could get access to the nuts that hold the intake manifold in place. The only other thing that was a bit tricky is this this bolt that holds to the front of the front lower part of the oil filter housing here. When you go to remove that, you might run into a bit of a jam here where your wrench might get stuck on this plastic fitting for this coolant pipe that runs here. So that's what we ran into. Just trying to get clearance, I used a closed end. This is an 8 millimeter wrench, and that did the job for me. I did have to loosen up this fitting here, the bolts that hold that. As you could see, it's not all the way out, but just enough to give me some clearance. I will say that in a lot of cases, this plastic fitting, when you go to remove it, because of heat and age, this plastic fitting will be either broken or sometimes could break when you go to remove this. You can get this at your local auto parts store. Just be prepared. If you run into something like that, you might have to replace this pipe. I have, if you ever run into that, it's pretty simple. It just goes right from this the cylinder head here and right to the thermostat. So pretty simple to replace if you do run into an issue there, okay? This is the kit. I'll just show you the numbers. We got the Mahle kit. One kit, as you can see, the numbers here and the numbers there. One kit comes with both seals, which is the one we're going to use. Okay, you see both seals, one here, the other there. And then the B2 or B3 2345 comes with just the one seal. Okay, so when you call for the parts, they're going to ask which kit you need. You're going to get the one with both seals. That's what I would recommend. This way you're not doing this job, fix one thing, and then a week later finding out that you still have a leak. Okay, so we're just going to do both of those, and that's our number. It's the GS33747 in the Mahle. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this job done, get everything cleaned up, check and verify everything is good at the end, and I'll be on to the next one. You guys have a blessed day. Until next time.